Welcome back to this wonderfully terrible program that I am creating. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I make it up as I go. Welcome back to This Week in STEM, what I'm calling it for this episode. So, as you can tell, I have a desk and a chair, and it's in a different part of my room. It's not from the totally not repurposed bedstand that I have right next to me. Anyway, so, you hear that? No, didn't think so. So, headphones. These things, they're magical. Not really. I mean, they use some pretty cool principles. So, these things, they are not in here. No, just kidding. They're right here. See? Look. I mean, they're in my ears as we speak. They're tiny. That's cool, but you're probably wondering, how did that happen? So, I'm gonna learn you something. Headphones are this wonderfully weird thing that have been used for quite a while, really. If you saw this video, shout out to Mr. Justin. He made his own DIY speaker. Essentially, these take the DIY out of speakers and make it a little bit better sound quality wise. So headphones, they're a type of speaker. They're not as loud as normal speakers, like in the phone that I'm recording with, in my laptop, in my television screen, in your dad's car, or whatever. They have to be a little quieter because if they're as loud as car speakers, you'll explode your eardrums. I haven't had that happen to me personally, but I do not want to hear it. I've been to a couple concerts, and they can be loud. So, how do they work? Well, let's start off with these. Well, they're not in here. So, what these are they are, words are hard sometimes. They are wireless Bluetooth headphone things, whatever you want to call them. So essentially what they do is they send a thing called a Bluetooth signal. It's like a type of Wi-Fi, special type of internet that goes from my headphones to the phone, back to the headphones. And essentially it has a left and a right channel. I'm using my left and my right. So it'd be your left and your right. It's weird, that's how cameras work. So it makes sound clearer, because if you heard right in your left and left in your right, the world would kind of be upside down. So essentially what Bluetooth is this like, it sends little electronic packets of information. That could be music that you're listening to. It could be the podcast that your mom listens to every Sunday morning. It could be your favorite YouTuber that you watch their every Wednesday uploads, or whatever you want. It allows the speakers to work with the phone. Now, there's also wired headphones. I have this connected, just disconnected from my computer. I have this long cable. I don't want to talk about it. It's a long cable. So, essentially, what it is I will use this end here. It's a little special thing. It's called a 3.5 millimeter AV jack. Essentially, what it is it's not focused, but takes a little thing called an electronic signal. Now, I have it plugged in to my computer right here. Probably can't see it, but it takes the electronic signal and it goes beep, beep, in computer language. And then it makes it into this electronic signal through this tiny wire. You're not going to be able to listen to anything through this tiny wire by sticking it directly into your ear. That's not advisable. So, what you do is you stick your wire into your headphones and then boom, sound happens. But it essentially takes the electronic pulses from my laptop in this case, turns it into sound that I can hear. Now, yes, I know I'm wearing 2 sets of headphones. Deal with it. So it'll take the electronic signal. It has a left and a right channel, just as the wireless guys. So that your left ear hears what your left ear hears, and your right ear hears what your right ear hears. And then it takes this tiny electronic signal, and then it amplifies it to a really big sound that you hear. And that's why you always see people who are really listening to super good music. They're always going like this because they're really into it. So I will leave you at that. I hope you learned something from this, and I will see you next time. Peace.